So hi again, class. So today we will continue the discussion of lesson 6. That ang discussions na natin will be about topic 2, Israel, miracle in the desert. So as we all know, Israel is a deserted country. So the modern economic growth of Israel is not mirage in the desert. It is real and it is product of the great determination and untold sacrifices of its people in building their own nation. In the past, it was difficult to believe that a land mostly desert and barren mountains and whose nomadic people depended on a primitive pastoral economy could become a great and prosperous nation. So with that, we will go back to the history of Israel. So Israel is the promised land of God to Abraham, the land of Canaan. That is the previous name of Israel. God gave them the 10 commandments through Moses, and this homeland was once ruled by King David and King Solomon. Israel is the historic homeland of the Jewish. Most of its population are Jews, but there are about 16% of the total population who are non-Jewish, which most of them are Muslims. Israel is mainly an urban society. Almost 90% of all Israelis live in more than 112 urban centers and 3 major cities. So anong ginawa ng Israel? Bakit nga ba naging maunlad ang economy ng Israel? So yung naging plano ng Israel, yun yung isang magiging discussions natin. And the focus of the discussions is actually with the two main organizations na naitayo sa Israel. So first of it is the Kibbutz. Ang Kibbutz, ang meaning niyan is Hebrew. It is a unique, voluntary, democratic community where people live and work together on a non-competitive basis. So, non-competitive dahil meron lang silang specific goal. And that is to develop an economically and socially independent society founded on the principles of communal ownership of property, social justice, and equality. So, ang dream nila is actually hindi lang basta makapag-settle sa kanilang sarili-sariling villages na sila din syempre nag-create. But also, makapag-build sila o makapagtayo sila ng new kind of society. So the inhabitants of a kibbutz vary from 40 to 1,000 people. So yung isang village, compositions lang siya ng 40 to 1,000 people. So, tingnan nyo yung sa diagram natin. So, ganyan ang itsura ng village ng kibbutz. The kibbutzim are scattered throughout Israel. So, anong administration ang pinapatupad ng kibbutz? So, kibbutz functions as a direct democracy. Each member has an equal voice at their weekly general meeting. Elected committees handle the day-to-day activities of the kibbutz such as education, housing, finance, health, recreation, and work assignments. The principal committee is the secretariat, which is composed of a general secretary, a treasurer, a farm manager, a personal coordinator, and the chairman of the education committee. So basically, there is a unique organizations sa isang kibbutz village. And as you have seen in the diagram, they are actually coordinated to each other. Pare-parehas yung housing, pare-parehas yung sukat ng land. So, ganun ka-organize ang mga kibbutz. Ano ang binibigay or ano ang functions ng kibbutzim? They actually extended financial assistance to kibbutzim, provide technical assistance to kibbutzim. They also promote cultural programs. They sponsor educational research. They conduct seminars and courses for future farm managers in collaboration with the Hebrew University. Grant education and training to elementary school teachers. Provide psychological clinic to problem children. Conduct seminars on various disciplines to develop future leaders. Provide centralized purchasing, marketing, and construction services, and publish information on scientific, social, cultural, educational, and economic fields. So basically, kompleto ang binuprovide ni functions ni kibbutzim or ni kibbutz sa lahat ng kibbutzim. So, they provide social and economic strength to kibbutzim. So, as yung pagkaka-enumerate natin ng functions, these have been federated. Such national organization of kibbutzim perform these various functions. Let's see what is kind of economy they have. Working in the kibbutz, a member considers it an ideology as well as livelihood. Yung mga functions na pinoprovide not only about the farming or about the production, but education included. The healthcare is also included. So, hindi lang sila after ng production or income, but they also provide everything or lahat ng pangangailangan ng isang tao. So, sa economy ni kibbutz, field crops, poultry raising, orchard, and dairy farming are the basic enterprises of the kibbutz economy. The introduction of automation and the application of modern research reached the high international standard of kibbutz agriculture. However, in view of the limited availability of land and water in Israel, most kibbutzim have found it necessary to reach out into industry to supplement their agricultural pursuit. But today, yung kibbutz factories manufacture a wide variety of products from electronics, furniture, household appliances, and plastics to farm machinery and irrigation system. The economic contribution of kibbutzim to the total or the national economy ng Israel have been very impressive. Malaki talaga na itutulong ng kibbutz sa totality ng country. But aside from kibbutz, there is another organization sa Israel, which is called the Mosh Hub. So Mosh Hub means Workers Cooperative Small stakeholders settlement. A Mosh Hub is a village of some 60 families. So each family contains its own household, farm its own land, and earns its income from what it produces. Every family unit belongs to the Mosh Hub cooperative framework. These cooperative deals collectively with marketing and supply and provides educational, medical, and cultural services to the Mosh Hub members. The structure of the Mosh Hub is traditionally based on the four principles. So these are: the land of the Mosh Hub is nationally owned. The basic workforce of each farm is the family. Mosh Hub members are dedicated to providing mutual aid within the community and for the common benefit of all. The produce of each farm is marketed through the Mosh Hub's central organization. This provides the farmer with equipment and technology for modern agricultural production. So dun sa first pa lang, sa unang principle, malalaman na natin agad na hindi sila nag-iisa in building their organization. There is a help from the government. Government assist them for really implement the organizations and help the community to improve not only the production but the people. So lahat ng basic needs ng people ay pinoprovide sa kanila. Okay? So basically, yung concept ni Mosh Hub is almost the same with the Kibbutz. Okay? So much detail lang yung magiging discussions natin kasi actually the cooperative, yung concept ng cooperative natin ngayon is the same with the concept of cooperative na dinidiscuss dito sa Mosh Hub. So let's see the cooperation and mutual aid. So all Mosh Hub members are also members of the Agricultural Cooperative Society of their Mosh Hub. So Mosh Hub members voluntarily join the cooperative. But actually, voluntarily man yan, but on their mind, it is necessary for them to join the cooperative in order to acquire the essential economies of scale that are present in larger communities. So, talagang mas malaki yung or mas madami yung benefits na makukuha nila if they will join the cooperative. It is possible for them to enjoy the benefits of efficient services of their Mosh Hub through their cooperative if they pool their resources and work together. So, today sa Philippine setting, the cooperative same din ang practice. So before we start na makapag-establish ng cooperative, we need to have 15 members above with common or pare-parehas yung goal na gustong ma-attain. So, sino lang pwede magtayo ng cooperative? Dapat 15 members and above with a same goal. Not only goal, but actually the same din yung kung farmers ka, so farmers cooperative, kung teachers ka, teachers cooperative, so same dapat din yung professions. Para sure na same lang din yung goal or may certain silang goal na gustong ma-achieve. And Ang isang goal ng cooperative is each members voluntary yan, hindi siya i-impose. They have to pay membership fee. It's either annually or depende on the bylaws ng isang cooperative. But yon, the concept is pagsasama-samahin syempre yung contributions of all the members, and um, yun yung gagamitin for the uh, enterprise, business, or whatever the purpose of the cooperative they want to establish. Okay? So the cooperative acts as the business organization of the Mosh Hub. It collects and transports the products of the members to the central marketing cooperative of the Moshavim or Kibbutzim. The proceeds from the sales are credited to each member's share, syempre less the goods and services that they have bought. So, yun ang isa sa goal. If since it was members contributions, so yung income niya at the end of the month or of the year, it will be distributed to all the members. So, ang mag-benefit is lahat ng members. So, merong equality. Then, let's see what is the quality of life of the kibbutz and moshavim. The spirit of community is one of the characteristics of Mosh Hub life. The spirit of mutual aid is often tested in times of war, illness, or death, when the whole community mobilizes to help an afflicted family. Every Mosh Hub has its own kindergarten. Higher schooling is provided either within the Mosh Hub or to a regional school system that includes agricultural high schools. Young people who study in the universities are given financial support by the Mosh Hub. The social life of the Mosh Hub centers around the clubhouse is usually contains of synagogue, a library, a cinema, and a large hall for lectures, dances, weddings, and holiday celebrations. So many moshavim have their own medical clinic, which is affiliated with a regional health center. All members of Moshavim are covered by health insurance. So basically, the organizations of Moshavim and Kibbutzim is ideal or the model of organizations. Parang masarap maging member on that organizations if they will provide all basic necessity ng members nila. And then the quality of life na sinasabi dito is, di ba nakakaengganyo na sana, mapapasana all ka na lang. Di ba? And for this slide, let's see the status of the Israel. For the year 2020, in our diagram, this is the current standing of Israel based on 2020 Index of Economic Freedom. So, gaano ka-free ang economy? So, Israel is number 26 after the South Korea and before the Germany. So, the country of Israel was a semi-agricultural economy, then it has rapidly developed into a modern industrial state. Israel is almost self-sufficient in food supply and its production is actually now technology-based industry. So finance, transportation, communication, construction, and other facilities are highly developed to support the country's growing economy. So Israel has been successful in its long-term development despite the highly unfavorable conditions that the country encountered during its first 3 decades of existence. But the Israeli economy has developed a sound structure and has grown impressively. And that ends my presentation. If you have any questions, kindly send it through my Gmail or through Messenger. So next is the topic 3, Japan model for free developing world. Thank you for listening and stay safe, everyone.